Have you ever thought about whether you're an inventor or an entrepreneur? Because most people can be both, but they tend to lean more towards one than the other. And it's important that you know which one you are, so you can maximize your skills. I am a big believer in that, because I've been an inventor for many years. And then I became an entrepreneur later in life. And it's just something that I wish I knew much sooner, because I would have done things differently. So, there's no right or wrong way of being an inventor or an entrepreneur, but there's definitely some common traits and characteristics that you'll find in each group. So let me take you through these 10 questions and see how many apply to you. And then you can figure out which camp you fall into. This could be anything from fixing things around the house to taking things apart and putting them back together again. Taking things apart and not putting them back together again. But either way, do you enjoy tinkering? If so, then that's a good sign that you might be an inventor. Question: No. 2. Do you get easily distracted by shiny objects? What I mean by this is, do you get excited about new tools or new technology that come out? Do you want to try them? Do you want to play with them? If so, then you're probably an inventor. Whereas entrepreneurs don't really care too much about the tools or the tech. They just want to make money. Question: No. 3. Do you think in terms of how things work? So for example, if somebody tells you to go and buy some milk on the way home, do you immediately start thinking about how to do that most efficiently? Do you start thinking about, okay, well, what time will I get home? What time will the shop close? Will I have time to get there and back? Do you start thinking about all the logistics of how you're going to do it? If so, that's another sign that you're an inventor. Whereas entrepreneurs will just think about, yeah, I need some milk. Okay, I'll just go and get it. Question number 4. Are you a visual learner? So do you learn best by seeing things demonstrated rather than by reading about them or hearing about them? Again, if so, you're probably an inventor. Question: No. 5. When somebody asks you to do something, do you automatically assume that they want you to do the whole thing? What I mean by that is, do you automatically take on the entire task? Or do you ask clarifying questions to understand exactly what they want? If you find yourself wanting to do the whole thing, then you're probably an inventor. Question: This kind of follows on from the last question. If you find it difficult to delegate tasks, then you're probably an inventor. Question number 7. When you set out to learn something new, do you prefer to teach yourself or to take classes? I know that when I was younger, I always taught myself everything. I didn't want anybody telling me how to do it. I just wanted to do it my way. And that's another trait that you'll find in inventors. Question number 8. Do you get bored easily? This is a really important one. If you get bored easily, then you're probably an inventor. And the reason that is so important is because, as an inventor, you're going to spend a lot of time working on things that nobody else sees, working on things that nobody else values. And so you need to be able to stay motivated and interested in what you're redoing without any external validation. Question number 9. Do you think different? Do you find yourself thinking of creative solutions to everyday problems? Maybe you're always trying to improve things. If so, then you're probably an inventor. And finally, question number 10. Are you good at articulating your ideas? Can you explain your ideas clearly and in a way that other people can understand? This is a really important skill to have, whether you're an inventor or an entrepreneur. But it is particularly important for inventors because you need to be able to convince people of your ideas. You need to be able to get them excited about your ideas. And if you can't articulate your ideas well, then even the best ideas will fail. So now, you've gone through those 10 questions. Take stock of how many you answered yes to. If you answered yes to most of them, then chances are you're an inventor, and you should probably focus on developing those skills. And if you found that you answered yes to only a few of them, then you're probably more of an entrepreneur, and you should focus on developing those skills. But remember, there's no right or wrong way of being an inventor or an entrepreneur. And most people can be both, but they tend to lean more towards one than the other. So find out which one you are. Maximize your skills and be the best version of yourself possible. If you liked this video, please subscribe. I make videos about how to be more productive and get more done in less time. So if that's something that interests you, please do subscribe. And until next time, get inventing.